Hmm. Happy Sunday! It's Jennifer Sinceri with Stampin' Up. I hope you're doing well. We'll wait a few minutes here and let everybody find us. I'm a few minutes early. What are you guys doing on this Sunday afternoon? You have a warm beverage, maybe some hot tea or some hot coffee, maybe a cup of hot cocoa. We are cold here in the Sacramento Valley. Today I'm going to be showing you many alternative designs to the paper pumpkin kit called Sending Hearts. And if you don't know what paper pumpkin is, this is a great opportunity for you to see it in action, and you might want to decide to subscribe yourself. I can see a few people are watching. If you could comment and let me know who you are and where you're at, that would be wonderful. And don't forget to share this video with your friends so that they can have fun watching it too. Okay. All right. How are we doing? We've got about 5 minutes. I might start a little bit early. We'll see. I'm just waiting for everybody to find us. All right. Hi, Denise. Thank you for commenting. I'm so glad you're here. Hopefully you are staying cozy and warm this cool, brisk Sunday. Hopefully you're relaxing. Have you started to play with your paper pumpkin kit yet, Denise? Or are you going to get inspired today? Let's see. Alrighty, I think I'll do a little bit of housekeeping things and then we'll get started, okay? All right, so let me talk a little bit about paper pumpkin. For those of you that are not familiar, I always get 2 kits. I always get 2 kits because I love to do them with my daughter or share them with a friend. And so this is my kit I haven't opened. It always comes in a box, and it comes with a stamp set and a block of ink. On my stamp set, I've already pulled off some of my stamps and mounted them, but you get an exclusive stamp set. You can see the images there. And then you always get, like I said, an ink spot that coordinates with the kit. And with your first kit, you get an acrylic block. All right. Now, this particular kit was the January kit. All right. So you wanted to subscribe no later than January 10th, and then it shipped out. And this kit makes 8 cards, and you can see that there are 2 designs. You get 4 cards of each. These are great. Everything is included that is needed to make the project. So you've got your embellishments, you have adhesives, you have your envelopes, you have card bases, there are die cuts in here. This kit also came with a full spool of ribbon. All right, this one I have used very well from my first kit. But there was a full spool of ribbon with this as well. Okay. Let's see. There are 2 ways that you can pay for paper pumpkin. You can do the month-to-month subscription where it's $22 a month plus tax. The shipping is included in this price. The other option is to do a prepaid subscription. And there's a benefit to doing that during the month of January and February. During January and February, right now, it is a big promotion that we call Sale-abration. It's one of the happiest times in Stampin' Up. So during celebration, you get to pick a free stamp set or a free pack of paper from this brochure with every $50 that you spend. All right. Well, with the prepaid subscriptions, if you did the 3-month subscription, you would be able to snag one of those free items from celebration. And then obviously if you did the 6-month, you'd get 2 items, and with the 12-month, you'd get 4 items that you could pick for free out of this brochure. All right, so that's a really great deal to think about. If you have fallen in love with some of the stamps and some of the paper packs in here, and you would like to get some of those, this might be the way to do it. Now, you can't get the kit that I'm going to be working with today. You can't get this one anymore, but the next kit that is coming is going to be called Bouquet of Hope. And I'm just going to talk about a little bit for those of you that are interested. Okay, Bouquet of Hope, this is one design that is going to be coming. And I think there are going to be 3 designs in this kit. This kit is going to make 9 full-sized cards, and they have coordinating envelopes. It's going to feature pretty pastel shades, rich jewel tones, floral patterns, and a versatile stamp set. They're telling us that the stamp set is really good for using for sympathy, support, encouragement, thinking of you cards, which I think is wonderful for this time that we are in right now, this season where everyone is distancing themselves or maybe isolated and can't be with friends and family. We can reach out to each other and encourage each other through the gift of a card, through the gift of encouraging words. So this is a wonderful kit, I think, for this time that we're in. We're also being told that this kit will coordinate with the Flower and Field Designer Series paper. It's being offered, excuse me, during celebration. Excuse me. And let me show that to you. Oh, I really hope I don't have a coughing attack. So this pack of paper, they're saying, will coordinate with the kit. I'm going to go grab a cough drop really quick. I will be right back. I've been fine all day, and then of course when I go live I start to cough. I'm so sorry. It's these allergies. So that's something to think about too, that if you want to snag that pack of paper that you would get free with your $50 purchase, this will coordinate with the upcoming Paper Pumpkin kit. Okay, something to think about. All right. Let's see, anything else? Looks like we've got a few more people joining us. I saw Carol and Jeannie and Julie and Gail are here. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming. All right. Just to give you a heads up, every Friday night, I'm hosting a free paper crafting class. This Friday, the class is going to be on the, what's it called? It's the succulents, Simply Succulents. Okay, so the Simply Succulent bundle will be the focus for Friday night's class. And I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to use your stamping blend pens. And then I also wanted to let you know that I'm going to be starting something new. Tuesdays will be Terrific Tip Tuesdays. And I have something really exciting that I'm going to share with you on Tuesday on how to maximize your 12 by 12 DSP. So I don't want to give it all away, but I have a trick that I'm going to show you where you can make 9 cards using a 12 by 12 piece of paper. Okay? All right. And then I've mentioned before, every month I have a workshop to go. Because of COVID, I am not doing face-to-face classes right now for everyone's safety, but I am making card kits that you can pick up and take home to assemble. You will add your own stamped images, and you would use your own adhesives, but I do all the think work, all the design work for you. All the prepping, cutting, and all of that is done for you. You get the fun of just sitting and crafting. So it's 5 cards for $15. And if you would like to participate in that, the deadline, I'm asking that people RSVP the week before. So the card kits will be ready on February 20th. I'd like to have your RSVP and your payment the week before if possible. Okay? That way I prepare just the right amount of card kits, and I'm not wasting time, and I'm not wasting materials. Okay, let's get started. I have a lot to show you today. I had so much fun with this kit. I think I've made 12 cards from one kit. Okay, so I've kind of prepped them in kit form here. Just everything's already prepped, ready to go to save time, because I have so much to show you. The coordinating colors for this kit are Poppy Parade and Petal Pink, black and white and gold. So I have a card base, standard card base, and then I just dry embossed a mat with my favorite embossing folder. This is the Garden Ornate 3D embossing folder. And I'm going to glue this down. Where is my, there it is. All right. And we'll get this put down. My base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 scored. And then my mat here is just a little bit slightly shorter. It is 4, I want to say by 5 1/4. Yep, 5 1/4. Okay. Now, what I ended up doing, believe it or not, this is what's left of my kit. These are all the pieces I have not used. This is it. Like I said, I've made 12 cards. So, one of the pieces that was in here, one of the dies looks like this, okay? What I ended up doing was I cut some of the extra white off to make it smaller. So that's this piece, okay? I've just cut the excess white off to give me a little bit more room to show that really pretty embossing. Then what I did was I had some scraps, okay? So I had these 2 strips. I ended up taking my card bases on a lot of these and cutting them in half and using them as DSP. That was how I was able to stretch this kit and get so many cards out of it. So these were some scraps that I had left. And I am going to just create a little X, and I'm going to trim the excess off on the sides, okay? So let me get that glued down. And I really want to press that down well because there's all that texture on that embossed mat. And sometimes snail doesn't want to stick. I'm using snail just for the quickness of it, whereas wet glue, it takes a little while to dry. Now, like I said, I'm just creating like a little crossover here, and I want the texture to show. And I need to put some more snail in there because I just used that up. I've been making so many cards. Okay, and I'm going to trim that off on the end, but let me change this out. There we go. All right. Let me use my paper snips. Or you could use your paper cutter. And then I'm going to glue this down a little better because it is not stuck. Okay. There's that. Now I have my little mailbox, okay? And I'm just going to put that on there. I could put that on with dimensionals or not. And then I've got my little love. I know I'm covering up some of those gold hearts, but I can add in some gold if I want to. Or I could put this down here. Maybe I'll put that down here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. That's cute. Okay. And I made a double bow. One of the things that I love about Paper Pumpkin is it takes the think work out for me. The designs are already made. It's portable and it's easy. It allows me to have my crafting time because I'm always pretty busy prepping for my business that oftentimes I don't get to craft for myself. So this allows me to have that time. But I also like my cards to have that homemade touch. And sometimes kits can look mass produced. So that's why I like to come up with alternative designs every so often when I've got the time. Because I just want it to have those little extra touches and look truly homemade. Paper Pumpkin is great for a beginner, but those of us that do a lot of paper crafting, we like the challenge and we like to add those extra touches to our cards. And so that's why I will a lot of times add or change up to the design. Okay, so there's one card. I could add a little bit of bling if I want to. I've got these black matte dots that are in our mini catalog. We could add that. There's champagne rhinestones that we could add. We could put gilded gems on here to bring out the gold. And then this kit also came with these petal pink enamel embellishments. They're like little flowers and hearts. I think I'm gonna go with maybe tie in a little bit of black. I think I'll do the black. Let's see. I'll put one there. And I think I'm going to mix up. I'm going to take a champagne down here and then do a larger black maybe. And do another champagne. There we go. Because we've got two little gold hearts up there. I kind of want to have something that looks a little gold there. Yeah, I do like the black on this. Thank you, Stacy. So there's the first card. Okay. Very easy. And I think this doesn't have to be Valentine's Day. I think that this is something that I could send to a friend and just say, hey, I'm thinking of you. I wanted to give you some love. Okay. So there's the first card. Next card. Okay, this one has a little trick that I wanted to share with you. So remember, I said that I used my card bases as DSP. Okay, so I cut this in half. All right, and then what I ended up doing, if you guys have the stitched rectangle dies, I took this and I ran it through my Big Shot, and I ended up having this piece. Okay. what I did was the piece that I cut out ended up getting used on another card. It helped save some of my DSP because nobody's going to be able to know that you cut a piece out. I'm covering it up. So what I'm ending up doing is I'm stretching my DSP so that I can get more out of it. And I just want you to think about that. It's okay if you want to take this and use it with some punches. You know, maybe you want to punch some hearts out and you use your heart punch in the middle. You could do that. You could use, like I said, use your stitched rectangles. And then you've got a smaller mat that you can use on another card. There's so many options here that you could do to help stretch your DSP. Okay, so I wanted to show you that little trick. So we're going to glue this guy down. Nobody's going to know, except you guys, that it has a piece missing because they're not going to see it. You're covering that hole up. So there's another little trick that you can use to help stretch your kit and get more out of it. I am all about being frugal and making my money stretch. Okay, so there's a layer. I'm so glad you got those, Stacy. Really, all the stitched dies are such a good investment because you can use them with any card, any bundle. I highly, highly recommend getting the layering dies, the stitched dies, because they can be used on practically any card. Okay, I just wanted to fine tune my edges because when I was prepping these, my blade was getting dull. I cut all of that paper for you guys for your paper shares. Oh my goodness, I was cutting till the cows came home yesterday. All right, there's the mat. And then there was something, oh, we've got this guy. And then we're going to put this down here. This one is a very simple card. It's not too fancy. But I thought that little trick was cute. And a great money saver. Now, I should have done my stamping before I put this down. But see, I'm talking and I'm getting excited. There's a stamp that has little hearts and flowers in this kit. And we're going to use that and put a couple in here. And hopefully I don't mess it up because I've already put it down. Thanks, Stacy. I'm glad you like that trick. All right, that works. Phew! I was like, don't mess up. All right, so we added a few little more. And we'll put this here, I think. And then we'll add some bling. Okay. And then, so the other night, the Friday night video, I lost my U-Pick tool. Guess where it was? It was in my catalog. I had shown you guys, I forget what it was I was showing you in the catalog. And it somehow got in the catalog. I knew I wasn't going crazy. What color is the card base? So the card base that I did was Poppy Parade, and Petal Pink, Black, and Gold are the coordinating colors in this kit. Okay, good question, Jeannie. So I pulled these resin hearts, and I thought maybe we could put a couple hearts on here too. Let's put it right there. Okay. And there we go. Just give it some interest. All right, there's our next card. Very easy. Okay. All right, I will take pictures of all of these cards and post them on my page. Okay, now the next card is a fancy fold card. All right, so hopefully I can explain this. All right, so what I ended up doing was I took a regular standard card base, okay, and I made it open this way, all right? But what I've done is I've cut some of that card base off. So I ended up cutting 3 3/4 off, okay, on the top here. Does that make sense? And then this piece right here, it is 1 3/4, you know, 1 3/4 by 4 1/4. So that's this piece right here. If you were to open it, think of it this way. It's 7 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then I scored it at 1 3/4. But honestly, I just took a standard card base and then I just cut a part off that I didn't want. I didn't even measure. I know it's kind of like when someone's cooking and they say, oh, a pinch of this, a dash of that. And you're like, what? What does that mean? I just eyeballed it. I didn't really measure. So once I got this piece, I just wanted to find a piece that was going to be a little bit smaller so that I had a little bit of white all around. So like I said, this is, see, I'm forgetting. This is 1 3/4. So by 4 1/4. So this would be 1 1/2 by 4. I just take 1/4 of an inch off. Then we're going to have a piece that's down here. Okay. And this piece was part of the card that I cut. So it's 4 1/4 again. And then this one is by 2. So then I needed DSP that was going to be just a slight touch shorter. So this would be 4 by 1 3/4. Okay. Hang with me. This is another one of those card bases that I just used as DSP. So I'm going to put this mat on here. And I got a little bit of my snail adhesive off. So I'm just going to wipe that off because we don't need stickies. And then I'm going to mount this piece too. You guys are quiet. Are you deep in thought watching me? Maybe you're sipping your hot tea. Okay, now this is going to go down here and you're going to say, well, how is it going to attach? It's like loose. Well, I took one of those mailbox cards again, and I just took off some of the extra white. I actually cut this little flower part off. That was just too much white there. And so I have this piece. Okay, and then I just cut a piece of black to go all the way around. All right. This one, like I said, I didn't measure. I just eyeballed it. I cut it to get the excess white off. There's that U-pick tool. It's trying to get me. All right. Logan's being loud downstairs. Sorry, guys. All right, so we've matted that, and I thought the black would make it pop. So what we're going to do is we're going to adhere it to this piece and to this piece, and that will hold this piece on. So let me get this one. We want to be careful that we don't put too much on here, because I don't want a sticky back here. All right, then we'll put a little bit of adhesive on the back of this guy. And I'm going to line up these pieces because I want it to be the exact size of the flap behind it. Let me lay that down because I want everything to match. Okay, there's the front of the card. A little different and interesting. Thank you, Gail. Like I said, you know, if this was just kind of experimenting, playing with the paper, so I can post the dimensions on my Facebook page with the picture for those of you that want to try this. Now, one of the stamps is a really cute snail, and he coordinates with a whole suite from the mini catalog. And when I first saw the snails, I was like, I don't know about those. But this snail is so stinking cute. Look at him. He's so cute. He really is cute. I colored him in with Poppy Parade and what was this? Smoky Slate. I used the light Smoky Slate. Okay, so I stamped him and I colored him. I also took one of the die cuts that comes in this kit and I stamped Sending Love Your Way on there. So I thought we could put that there, tie in our petal pink. So I think we'll put our little snail there like he's waiting for the mail to come. Isn't that adorable? And I think I'll pop this up with some dimensionals. Let's see. There they are. Now, you know, you don't have to throw this away when you've used up all the little dimensionals inside. I use this too. I take my paper snips and I just cut the paper like this. And then I use all these pieces. I don't throw these away because it works just like a dimensional does. And that helps save me money as well. There's no reason to throw that away. We can use that. It just doesn't look as pretty as the dimensionals do. They're not all uniform. I need to move that over a little bit. Okay, there's that. And I think we're going to put a dimensional on our snail. Our snail needs a name. He's so cute. I don't like snails though because they eat my flowers and plants in the garden, but this snail is cute. I like this one. Oh. Okay, we'll put him here. And then I think we need some bow and we need some embellishments on this to snazz it up and give it some sparkle. I could use some hearts. And I think, where'd my black dots go? We could use black dots. There's so much petal pink on here that I don't really want to use the petal pink adhesive or embellishments. Let's see. And I'm wondering if I can stamp some of those little, I think I might be able to do it. All right, I am all about saving money. So, like I said, I never throw away those pieces of dimensionals. Oh, goody. I didn't mess up. But I need some more. So that's going to be upside down. I don't want an upside down heart. I want to put more here. I need a piece of scrap paper so I can mask it off. We'll do that. Okay, I'm just going to put a little paper here so I don't get it on my mat. Okay, there we go. That's cute. And then let's add one of these little resin hearts down here. And then let's do a bow. I tried to do all my bows in advance, but this one needs a bow and I didn't think about it. Can you guys hear Logan downstairs? At least he's laughing and he's happy, right? Okay. I don't know how many yards came on the spool of ribbon. I know, I love the snail. He's so cute, isn't he? We need a name for our snail. You guys have to come up with a name. Sammy the snail? I don't know. Sean the snail? All right, where am I going to put my bow? I could put it here. I could put it here like it's on the pole. I think I like that. You guys like it on the pole? I like that. Harry the snail? I've never seen a hairy snail. I know, at least Logan's having fun, right? At least he's happy. I told him, I said, I'm going live, so I need you to be quiet. All right. Put my little bow on my pole, my little... There's our next card. What do you guys think? Do you like that? Okay, there's card 3. All right, next card. This is another fun fold, you guys. I know some people don't like fun folds and some people love them. Okay, so let me go through what I did. This is another standard card base opening this way, and I just cut off a section. So what I'll say is, that's centimeters. I cut off 3. It's a standard card, so it's 4 1/4, and I cut it up at the top 3 inches. I cut 3 inches off, okay? So what I ended up doing was I measured this piece, and I cut a piece of white that's going to go here. And then I cut a piece of white to go inside. All right. Oh, my throat. Now this piece, this is, it is 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. And I scored it at 1 3/4. And it's 3 1/4. So 3 1/4 by, what did I say? Can't remember now. 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. Okay. What we're going to do is this piece is going to go behind the white, and it's going to be a flap that goes in the front like that. And then I cut this down to fit this piece. And then we're going to do a little bit of stamping, okay? So let me do the stamping part first and we'll assemble. So I'm going to use my Poppy Parade. You had a pet snail named Igor? I remember taking a mason jar and I would go snail hunting. But I wasn't very kind to the snails. I won't tell you what I did to them. It involved salt. My grandma would go out and hunt for snails because, like, she was a gardener as well as myself, and she didn't want them eating her flowers. But as a kid, I think I had a couple pet snails too. Oh, I'm going to need that again. I forgot. All right, let's glue this down. Ah, I almost forgot. I don't want my sticky placemat. So are you guys feeling a little braver about cutting your card bases up and using them as DSP? Are you a little braver about doing that? Do you guys try that at home at all? I'm curious to find out if you guys do it. I will say I ruined one. I took one of these and I cut it in half, and then one sheet, it was a petal pink one. It was when I was trying to do the last card I did with the little snail. I kept messing up. And so I have a bunch of strips, which I'm not going to throw away. I will use them on a card. It'll be some type of card using scraps. Oh, darn it. I just put this down. I was supposed to put that piece of black behind it. See? All right. Glad I caught that. Let's glue this guy in there. All right. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to glue this down. Guess I should have put my little flowers closer to the edge. All right. I really like the lined or color coordinated envelopes, and then the patterned card bases that come in Paper Pumpkin. I just think that's such an awesome touch, and that's what makes the cards so special, because they have all these little extra touches to them. All right, I just wanted to make those really good creases. This is a circle punch that I used. You can use any die that you have or a punch. And what we're going to do is, where are my extra pieces? We are going to stamp some of those little flowers on there, and we can either stamp love, or what's the other stamp say? Sending love your way. I think I'll do that one. All right. I'm watching my laptop and it looks like the video is freezing up a little bit. Are you guys able to see me okay? Are you guys having trouble watching the video? Hopefully it's working okay. Julie makes modifications from time to time. And Carol says this one is easier to stamp inside. Yes, it is. I guess I used up all my little loves. Okay. Oh, well. Now, what color do we want to do? Maybe we want to do black, and we'll do the red little hearts. You're seeing fine? Okay, thank you, Stacy. It's my laptop, whenever I'm watching, because I do that so I can see the comments, because my phone is above my head that's recording, and I can't see the comments while I'm stamping. So I have my laptop here. But whenever I look over, sometimes it's frozen, or there's always a delay. I've noticed there's always a delay. Oh, good, Gail. All right. Well, then it's just my laptop, maybe. Or the internet. Who knows? Who knows? I know a lot of other demonstrators have been having trouble with their videos lately. And I'm thinking it's the weather. Some of them are where it snows. And I think the snow and wind, obviously wind does interfere with our internet. Okay, there's that. And I think I want to pop that up. And I'm thinking it needs something else. It needs something, and I'm just not sure what I'm going to put on there. Oop! And I just had a dimensional fly. Okay. We'll make a bow. Let's do one more. Carol's having a birthday tomorrow. We need to sing happy birthday to Carol. I don't want to sing right now because my voice will crack. So know that I'm singing to you inside my head, Carol. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Okay, we'll put this here. You know, I could stamp a little snail and put him here. We could do that. I'll have to see. I have some of these pieces, but I don't really like that. I think I'll just make a bow. Maybe I'll stamp a snail. Maybe we'll stamp a little snail and add him in there. Okay. I read the weather report, and oh my gosh, ladies, it's going to be freezing this week. It's going to get down to 26 degrees here in the Sacramento Valley at night. I'm going to have to go out and cover my succulents in the backyard. They're not going to like that. All right, we've got a bow that's looking kind of funky. I don't really like. Make that a little smaller, and I think we're going to add a snail. Yes, and rain too, Stacy. You are correct. I know we need the rain. We haven't had a lot of rain this winter. I know we need it. Mike said that the foothills are going to get snow. I think the tails are too long. Foothills are going to get snow. I don't know how low it's going to snow. I think that needs to go a little more. I don't know that I like this thin ribbon. All right. We'll have to figure out where we're going to put the bow. I'm going to stamp a snail, and we'll see where we'll put him. You guys tell me where you think I should put the bow. Okay, well, I am stamping our little snail. He's so cute. So cute. All right. So I'm just using my light Poppy Parade. I'm just going to color in that heart. You can use colored pencils. You can use Stampin' Write markers. This is not going to be a coloring masterpiece. I'm just using it to color. But I will take my dark and I'll just go over that black line and just give it a little, I don't know what you'd call that, detailing. And then I'm going to use my light smoky slate, and I'm going to use the, what's this side? What is this side called? It's not the brush side, it's the other side. And I'm going to color his body. You know, it'd be really cute is to buy some wiggly eyes and glue wiggly eyes where his eyeballs go. That would be cute. Kids would love that. And I've seen, you know, I haven't bought them yet, but these like little spring things, what are they called? And you put them underneath your stamped images, and they make your little stamps wiggle. I forget what they're called, like wobbles or something or other. I forget. I'm gonna have to go look those up because that would be fun to add into a card. You know, you flick it and it just wobbles. That would be fun. I think I have them in my shopping cart, in my Amazon shopping cart. I'm gonna have to go look and see what they're called. I can't remember off the top of my head. All right, so we do have to fussy cut our snail out, but he's small, so it's not a big deal. And I just used a piece of scrap paper I had. I think that helps. You could even maybe do a couple of them. I don't know, but I'm not going to. Have you used the wobble thingies, Gail? I can't remember what they're called. It's escaping my mind. Maybe they're just called wobbles. Use a small dimensional there. Okay, you like the bow on the top, Stacy? Cute considering it is a snail. I know. I'm not a huge snail fan, but this guy is cute. I think he would make somebody smile for sure. Okay, I need a little glue dot. I'm using the glue dots that came with the kit because they're tiny and they're perfect for this ribbon because it's small. So I'm just going to put a little glue dot there and then take that off the backing and pop this on, and then we'll put a little bling on here. We could put some Wink of Stella on our snail too to give him a little sparkle. You know, that snail trail that they make. It's always glittery. Let's try that. Give him a little sparkle on his heart, maybe on his body. I know in the videos it's kind of hard for you to see the Wink of Stella. But you have an imagination, and I know you're visualizing it inside your head. Okay, bling. I'm thinking we could use some black dots and maybe rhinestones. Some silver rhinestones, if I can find any. I don't know if I have. Oh, here's some. Okay, let's see. One there. One there. I'm using the small ones, but maybe I should use a big one in the corner here. So if you got an embellishment share, these are in your embellishment share. You get to try them out. I actually really like them. And let's put a couple. There's a kitty hair on that rhinestone. Leia, she's been stamping with me. All right, mixing up my embellishments today, putting different ones together, which I don't normally do, but I think it's cute. There's the next card, and then we could stamp a sentiment in here, or you leave it blank because maybe you want to write more. Isn't that fun? I think that's a fun card. Okay, let's see. Gail, you said, I figured out using the blender pens works for colors you may not have in the blender pens if you have the ink pads. Oh, that's a great idea. Yes. Yes, it does work. Okay, next card, because I was worried about time, because I'm showing you so many cards today. I already did the stamping on this. So I cut a standard card base with petal pink, and then I cut a mat of the basic white, and I took some stamps from the stamp set. These are all from the stamp set you get. So the flowers you've seen me use, there's a little hugs and kisses, and then the love. And so I just stamped them. I didn't put them in the middle because that's going to get covered up. Then I used, here's a scrap piece, and I'm going to cover that spot up that I didn't stamp in. That gets covered anyway. That's why I deliberately did that, because this is going to go here. So let's put this down. Okay. And all right. And then I took my heart punches. They are in the annual catalog. There's a scalloped heart, and then there's a plain heart. I just took a piece of scrap paper and I used this stamp that comes in the kit. And then I took the punch and I punched it out. So the punch is smaller than the stamp, obviously, but it fills up the whole space. Okay. I know some of you already have a heart punch, or maybe you have heart dies. So you could use those too. All right. And so I'm going to layer these. I really love that scallop behind your heart. I think that makes it so pretty, the lacy look. And then we'll put some, and this is scrap paper. See, I stamped and I made a boo-boo. I will suggest with these stamps, because they're clear, that if you have the piercing mat, you'll want to use this, because you have to have that even pressure to get all of your image stamped. So I had to turn it over and use the back side, which is fine. Paper has two sides. But just giving you a heads up, because it is a photopolymer stamp. That heart stamp was giving me a little trouble. I think, uh-oh. Is my video still playing? Because on my laptop it's not there. Can you guys still see me? Am I still recording? It says live. I want to make sure that you guys can still see me. Because if I have to, okay, Gail says yes, you can see me. Thumbs up. Okay. Yes, thank you, Stacy. Okay, for some reason my laptop is freaking out. Okay, so there's that. And then I took one of the little dies from the kit and I stamped Sending Love Your Way. I'm using Poppy Parade. And I think I want to move this over. I should have put that down first, but I got distracted. Ever since that one video that got cut off for my launch party, I've been like paranoid that you guys are, I'm going to be stamping away and you're going to be like, where is she? She's not here. All right, let's grab a, need to cut some more of these little guys. Okay. Oops, I think I just dropped one on the floor. Oh well. That's two I've dropped on the floor. The cats will get them on their paws. All right, there's that. Now, what else do you think that card needs? Do we need to add some bling to it? Maybe some rhinestones? Got a couple of rhinestones here. This one's a busy card. It's got a lot of stamping on it. Let's put a little rhinestone right there. Maybe that's all I need. One little rhinestone. Okay, there's the next card. I could put a bow on here. I don't want to use black. I do either Poppy Parade or maybe white. I don't know. Okay. Last card that we're going to make. Now this card, when you do this, you're going to actually make two cards. I've already made one of them. So let me show you the one I made and you'll understand why. Okay, so I cut a card base in Poppy Parade and then I cut one in Petal Pink. Okay, so you need 2 card bases. You're going to take one of these and then you're going to take one in the Petal Pink. I've used all my Petal Pink ones. Okay, cut them in half. So you're going to need 1/2 of your Poppy Parade and 1/2 of your Petal Pink. And then you're going to eyeball it. I didn't measure. I know. I just cut so that I've got a smaller piece on the top and a bigger piece on the bottom. So we flip it over. There's that version. And then the opposite goes here. Isn't that cool? So you're going to get 2 cards. They're just flip-flopped. So if you want to know where I cut it, it was 1 3/4. I cut this at 1 3/4. So this is 1 3/4. And then the rest is, let's measure this one, 3 3/4. Okay. So it's going to make 2 cards. Yeah, it's a great idea because it saves time. All right, so first things first is we glue down the pieces on your card base. You can use this with any printed card bases or DSP. Cut 2 sheets that would cover the entire card base and then just cut a little piece off so that you have 2 now and you can flip them and alternate. And it can be, like I said, any color, any theme. You can use this layout for any occasion. It could be birthday cards, it can be Easter cards, it could be Mother's Day cards, it could be whatever you want. It would be very cute with our DSP. So take a pack of our DSP, pick 2 prints that complement, that you like together. And like I said, cut your 2 panels for your top of your card bases and then just alternate. So this is something that you can use, like I said, on any occasion with any color. Now, this comes in the kit, and I put it down, and I'm just going to trim off that little piece that I don't need. Okay, just a little piece on the end. Then I punched out my hearts using my heart punches, and I just alternated for each card. We are going to use that stamp that has the little hearts and flowers, and we'll do it in black so it shows up. Let me put this where I was going to put it so I know where to put my stamp. Over here. Okay, you could add more if you want, but I didn't want to go crazy. Is the scallop strip made with a punch? No, the scallop strips are in your kit. So, they're these strips right here. There's long ones and then there's shorter ones. And you get 4 long ones and 4 shorter ones. So you get those with your kit. Okay. All right. Now, on this one, you can't really see it. I took this stamp and I stamped it onto my heart. You can't really see it. So we could do that, or we could leave it plain. But I'm going to need my piercing mat because, like I said, this stamp for some reason doesn't like to stamp all the way. And I can't remember if I've washed that, so let me wash it really quick. Where's my chamois? Chamois, where are you? Oh, there it is, right in front of me. Okay, I just want to make sure that I don't have a dirty stamp and I contaminate my ink pad. This is $8 in the annual catalog, and then I bought our stamp cases and put it in there. I love my chamois. I use it all the time. I used to use baby wipes, and they would leave film, you know, a little fuzz on my stamps, and I didn't like that. All right, let's just stamp over. And then, come on, there we go. All right, there's our stamping done. Okay, if you guys haven't already, give me a like or love on my video. Share this video so that your friends can see it. I would appreciate that. I'm loving all your comments, you guys. You've got some great questions and opinions that you're sharing on the cards. I love it, you guys. Thank you so much for participating. Then I don't feel like I'm alone. I feel like you're here with me. Okay. I'm going to put this guy right here. And I'm going to add another bow. And then we'll add some bling. I think this little piece right here, this comes in the kit, and I only used it once on this card. I didn't use any of the others. So I've got lots of those left. And then I have 6 more cards I've already made up that are different. Well, you've seen one of them. So there's 5 more cards I'm going to show you. Each card is different. I came up with a different design on every card. Okay. Let me trim the tails. And we'll add our bow here. I don't like this ribbon. I like the width. It's nice to have thin ribbon, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not used to thin ribbon. I usually use wider ribbon. Okay, let me grab a glue dot. Glue dot. There you are. I'm so glad you like the ideas, Julie. Thank you. I had fun. I was working on this Friday night after my Facebook Live. So I started, and then I finished up yesterday, last night, after I did all the product shares. And that little glue dot, don't really see that. It's too close to the black. Let's move it up. Here we go. I still don't like that tail. Needs to be little, not so long. Here we go. I have to play with it because the loops are funky now. All right, and then I could add in my little Be Mine if I want to or not. But I need to add some bling. So what I did, these are all petal pink enamel embellishments. I wanted to see if I could color some. So I took my stamping blend and I colored them. I'm going to say it did it, but I didn't feel like it, I don't know if you can see it, if it's going to be blurry, but I didn't feel like it covered it all the way. It's kind of hard to see right here in the video, but I feel like it shows a little bit of the petal pink, but I don't know. Maybe other people wouldn't notice. I know because I did it. But so I've got those, and then I can add the petal pink on the bottom so that it shows if you wanted to. This where I didn't. I only added them on the top. But we'll add some on the bottom on this card. I should have more black over here. Oh well, there we go. Okay, there's those two. Now, let me show you. Permanent markers work good for that. Yes, I think I would, if I had colored Sharpies, I might try colored Sharpies. You're not sure if it's going to be the same shade. That's the only thing. But it was worth a shot. Okay, so there's those two. I think you guys like that idea because you get the prep work done and then you can actually make 2 cards. So I thought that was clever, if I do say so myself. All right, let me show you what else I've come up with. And if you want to, I'm going to show you how to use the blender brush. Okay, so here was another card I made. This little guy is a die cut from the last paper pumpkin. I didn't use the animals, but I thought he looked cute on this card. And what I ended up doing was I took this piece and I cut out the center. So that's how it got red in the middle, okay? I just kind of folded it a little bit and just made a snip, and then I was able to cut. And the reason why I did that was because I made a boo-boo when I stamped, and it didn't stamp all the way. I was trying to put this big heart stamp in here, and I didn't use my piercing mat, so I couldn't use that piece. So instead of throwing it away, I just cut it out, and I used it here. So I was able to save that. Okay, so there's that card. Everything came with the kit except for the raccoon in this piece. These came with the last paper pumpkin kit. Here was another card I did. What I ended up doing was I just cut a strip off from the card base, and then I just added the black. I ended up having to use 2 pieces of the black strip, and I stamped a little bit on the inside so you could see those peeking through. Do you guys like that? I think this is one of my favorites. Okay, and another card I did. This one's very simple. Just petal pink with the black. Okay, and I did a double bow here. And I used those champagne rhinestones on this. And here's another one. So this one, use the rectangle die and cut out the center, and then you've got another mat that you can use to save your DSP. This one is the mat that I used. You can see little stitching on it. This was the piece that got cut out from the other card, so I was able to use it. And then I just put this skewed. It's not straight, but I thought that gave it a really cute idea, cute look. All right, so there's that one. And then this card, I used the blending brush on here. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's just this very soft hue of pink in the corner going out. And again, I used my rectangle stitched die and I cut the center out, and then I was able to use that center piece on another card. And this is mostly stamping on this, you know. So let me show you how this works. I want you to be able to see. If you participated in all 3 of my shares, you got a free blender brush. So it's in your bag. They look like this, okay? They're super soft. And let me just show you how it works. And then I'm going to let you go. I'm just going to use a piece of scrap paper, okay? You get 3 in a pack. And so what you do is you just dab it in your ink, okay? I always start off because I don't want it super dark. And you just lightly circle motions. Just a light circle motion. Isn't that fun? Okay, it depends on how dark you want. You can then mix colors. I think that this gives a different look than our daubers. Can you see that? What do you guys think? I love these. These are like my new favorite. And so a couple people have said they've used different kinds. I think some people have used makeup brushes. I have been told by other demonstrators that they use one per color family, but you don't have to do that because that could be actually really expensive. What you want to do is wipe these off on my chamois. Okay. Get some of the excess ink off. Look, it's almost clean. So just wash it off. Look, my brush is almost clean. There's just a little bit right there. And then I can use this on another color. It won't contaminate. You can even put these under your faucet, wash them off, put a little soap on them, let them dry, and then use it. So, little tip, you don't have to buy one for every color family. You do get a pack of 3. I have my 2. I actually ended up having to give one of mine away because of my product share. So I have to order more because I would like to have 3 at least. But I am really liking these. I really like the effect that it gives. Okay. So I was just trying it on here just to see. I started here in the corner and I just started to go out like that. Okay, so let me put these down. Lots of designs that you can choose from. I will take pictures of all the cards. I'm really hoping that you've gotten some ideas on how to use your kit. You've learned a couple fun folds today. You learned how to use your blender, brush, and how to extend the life of your kit. I ended up making 12 cards. The only thing that I've added was cardstock and a few blings, a couple of embellishments that I had. I used the same ribbon on all of the cards. I added in black matte dots and rhinestones. And I did some embossing on some of them. I used only the stamps that came with the kit. And like I said, I used, if there's 12 cards here, I used 6 pieces of cardstock. So 6 pieces of cardstock, and I was able to make 12 cards. I don't think on any of my cards did I use the card bases. No, I did on one. I used this as a card base and I didn't cut it up. All the others I used cardstock. So, you can extend the life of your paper pumpkin kit by a lot and really make that money stretch. I hope you've been inspired. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. And if you are watching the replay and you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to give you a catalog. And if you are interested, if you have, your interest has been piqued watching this video about paper pumpkin, I would love for you to subscribe. It's super easy. On my business page, I have the next kit advertised, and there is a link that you can use to sign up. It's going to be called Bouquet of Hope. $22 per month. But if you choose to do the prepaid code, you can end up claiming free celebration items. So there might be some items that you want, stamp sets or packs of paper. Do a prepay, and then you can get your kits plus the free stamp sets or free packs of paper with Celebration. Celebration is going to be the end of January, and then you have one more month, the whole month of February. So we have a couple more weeks left of celebration. So if there's anything else that you are absolutely in love with, you're going to want to get that before the end of February. I do have a host code right here. If your order is under $150, please use this host code. If your wish list is super long and you have lots of things that you want to get, you might decide that you want to do the starter kit. So for $99, you get $125 worth of product that you get to choose. Plus, during celebration, you're going to get 5 packs of DSP. They are the in colors, and you're going to, they are not available. They're going to be coming in the brand new annual catalog in May. And I think it's like, gosh, they're 6x6, so you get 48 sheets in a pack. So you're getting like almost $60 worth of paper for free. So that's something to think about too. Lots of good opportunities right now. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging with me this Sunday. And I hope to see you Tuesday night for my terrific tip on how to maximize a 12x12 sheet of paper. I'm going to show you how to make 9 cards using one 12x12 sheet of paper. All right, see you then. Bye.